If now everybody in the company vote, right, that they want a 4-day work week, will you do it?
Yeah.
If we run the company by votes, right?
We're trying to get John to agree to a 4-day work week. See how we do. This is your daily catch-up.
June, a big fan of John's, has kindly sent us cookies from her home-baked cookie business.
Thanks, June.
Not just cookies,
Thank you very
brownies.
much.
Cookie Crumble SG.
Yo, there's gold on this thing. Wow, so
There's
ridiculous.
gold.
There's gold on the...
Whoa.
Gold paper lah, gold
You gotta eat like sushi, by the way, chocolate down. You understand? Or not?
Yeah. If you watch Zero Dreams of Sushi. Okay, let's try this.
No, say real, legit.
No.
Really?
No. Thank you very much. Cookie Crumbles SG.
Apparently in Iceland, right, they trialed a 4-day work week and it's been deemed an overwhelming success.
How long did they try for though?
They tried for 4 years, from 2015 to 2019. That was the
Wow,
trial.
can you imagine the pressure on that group of people to overperform for the world? Like the whole
You know,
world.
if you really want 4-day work week, guys,
Employees are
you gotta
really
do
riding
this.
on
But
them.
even if they really try to garang, right, they cannot do it for 4 years, right? So the results must mean something, right?
And
I
Iceland is
guess.
also very small, the population.
1%.
Yeah.
Right.
But to be very clear on how they executed it, right? So basically, people were paid the same amount, but they work fewer hours.
Wait, but isn't that unfair for like employer though?
Thank you.
Why is it unfair?
Because like you pay the same amount for people to work less.
But the productivity is expected to be the same, right?
Wait, so
Not necessarily
did
though.
productivity increase?
Productivity remained the same or actually improved. So in no place did it actually decreased.
Boss,
No, I also think it's possible. I thought about it for a long time. Actually, we had multiple chats.
Yeah,
over do we want
multiple.
to pilot a 4?
He was massively obsessed.
I'm not massively obsessed. Everybody calm down. I'm not
Everybody's
massively
eyes
obsessed.
brighten. If now everybody in the company vote, right, that they want a 4-day work week, will you do it?
yeah.
If we run the company by votes, right? We would have done a long time ago. No, I wouldn't. Okay. My position is this. I can get behind a 4-day work week, but there is no incentive in being the first mover advantage.
Okay.
Yes, you get the PR and publicity, you might get a slight attraction from other people that might consider. Cool. I feel like you need to be, for me lah,
Yeah.
if we are a software company or we are e-commerce company where we are not trading our man hours. Yeah, we are creating things that can scale. Then, yes, I think there's first mover advantage in that. But if not in our current service base, we are really trading time and expertise for something, right? There's no upside to be the first one to do it.
No, I was about to say, so if our competitors and our clients are all already implementing a 4-day work week, then
Yes,
we
no
will do it lah.
brainer.
Or what you're actually saying is that we need to start working on software.
It could be. I'm just thinking about, you know how I always tell you like when you join us that work is work, to make your life about work. Then I myself also feel like the weekend is not enough to unwind. Because Friday you have the after work to prime yourself, then you got Saturday, then you spend Sunday dreading Monday. Yeah.
True.
So it's still not enough. Then I always feel like, okay, 4-day, 3-day would be
3
correct.
days sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Like 4-day, 3-day, like work 4 days and rest 3 days.
I
I thought wait for the longest time. No, but I would assume not every industry can do this fairly. And I'm not opposed to it. So let's say we do 4-day work week, right? But we will need to be accountable to our clients for 5 days because the country hasn't
Right.
changed.
Correct.
So there's a way to do that.
You shave
by
off 2
making
hours
shifts
every
lor.
day.
It could be that. By making shifts, we don't all have the same
stagger
break
the
days.
4
Yeah, we
days.
stagger the 4 days such that we can cover 5 days. Which I think is theoretically possible for if you do software, for example, or you're selling a product in which you are calling for aftercare or technical support.
Right.
Okay.
But I think for, let's say, editors or videographers where 1 hour time is 1 hour time, you cannot compress that already. Unlike, like manufacturing.
Yeah.
How can they say that productivity remain the same? Because the production line stopped.
No, but so based on what I've read, right, apparently the 4-day work week even started in the first place. It was like the Great Depression time. Then they're trying to counter unemployment. So then my question is it because of this, like wanting to cover the shifts, right? So they hire more people, but each person work less.
Yeah.
So is that the answer?
So then let's say we are a pioneering company that goes down to 4 days first, right?
Yeah. But we won't be because another media publication, which is like the Asian Parent, already tried that.
No, so okay, I think that kind can.
Yeah.
Because they are text-based. and they are thinking based. So I think it's possible. So if you see, let's say their editors got a 3 article a day quota that they are supposed to hit, or 2 article a day quota. The writing process is 1 hour. Then their thinking and research process is 3 to 4 hours. So if you condense, they just have less thinking, but they got more time doing.
Right.
So I feel like for us, we can condense. For our particular job role, we can condense.
Right.
But on an editor's job role, I think very hard to condense. Do we then hire 3 more people? Or do we not try and be a smart ass in the industry and just work 5 days like everybody else? Because why you want to be a generous god about it?
So one of the workplaces that took part in the trial was actually hospitals. And hospitals, you cannot time when you want to work. What? So they managed to do it, and I'm guessing, like, there was no details here, but I'm guessing it's via shift work law.
Right.
So
but I think then hospital it's a service product. Like the demand is unending. You cannot manufacture it, neither will it reduce.
Right.
No, okay, but I think the definition of productivity is something that maybe we interpret differently, slightly differently. So I think when it comes to a 4-day work week, right, it's the peripheral kind of like changes and benefits to that individual that allows them to actually increase in productivity even though the hours are shorter. So for example, like now, right, when I go home on weekdays, right, it's like time taken to travel back if you take public transport. Okay, no, sorry. Time
we work from home, I just want to say,
No, I know.
we come to the office for filming only.
Minus the work from home situation, right?
Okay.
It's time taken to travel to work and back. That's something that's counted for people who work in the office.
Yeah.
Then you have, at night, right, whatever other chores, whatever outside stuff you have to do in life, cook your dinner and kind of stuff, right? Everything takes up time. So essentially all you are really doing is trying to recuperate so that you can get your ass back into work the next day, right?
Yeah.
And then that leaves that short window of a weekend for you to
Recover.
really do what you want to do or go explore different things and basically like live life, right? And like you already mentioned, Sunday, sometimes the idea of the next 5 days I'm gonna have to back to work already and like go through this whole thing again sucks, right? So overall, having just that one additional day, right, and having that more time and breathing room to live outside of your job, right? That pays back into the work to help them when they go back to
That
work,
hopefully pays back into the work lah.
No, but if I'm not wrong, based on the research, that is how it works.
It has,
That's
because
why the productivity level can potentially increase also.
Yeah, so based on the research, people who have actually been subjected to 4-day work weeks actually reported less risk of burnout. And so, like, I mean, it makes sense because if you're working 5-day work week,
I choke on my teeth.
all good.
On his teeth.
Your teeth. If like you're working 5-day work week and you're already like stressed and you're burnout, you already like max out your thinking time already. You might be as productive if you had a rest day and then come back to work.
I agree.
Let's do it.
I just want to say there's no first mover advantage.
Oh, fair enough.
Because this is one aspect of many aspects within the workplace. Do you feel passionate about what you do?
Yeah.
Do you have nice colleagues? Do you like your bosses? Is it a fun job? Do you find your job meaningful? And all these all got equal weightage on it, I feel.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, even though we, like, let's say we got the advantage of first mover, right? We do first digital media company that do 4-day work week, right? And then if, let's say, you don't like your boss because your boss f***ed up, right? Then another company is willing to pay you 1K more, but 5-day work week. Would the 4-day work week be incentive enough for you to say, you know what, I like 4 days, I will endure my boss,
Right.
and lower pay? I feel like no way. I feel like you will just feel like everyone is working 5 days, what? I'll just go back to working 5 days and not being so entitled. I'll make more money and get a better boss. There are many startups that also start saying unlimited leave. They found out that
Paiseh to use.
nobody there to use the leave.
Yeah.
Then in the end, nobody will apply leave to do nothing. For example, last Friday he applied leave. Can I say?
Yeah.
Last Friday he applied leave to watch movie at home.
What movie?
Black Widow.
Marathon.
Regret.
No, no, but honestly, it was just to rest. It was just to rest because I felt like I didn't take a leave the entire year.
If we flip that to you have no leave entitlement because you have unlimited leave entitlement, he will feel the need to lie to me about what he has on Friday. Because it's the decent thing to do.
Yeah.
I would rather you lie to me. You know what I mean? Because it feels like the decent thing to do that I just don't want to work lah. Which backfired for people that gave unlimited leave.
Right.
As opposed to, like, you know, like usually October they'll be like, okay, make everybody apply all their leaves.
Yeah.
As opposed to December, nobody working.
Yeah.
And I think for me, like my approach to leave has changed over time. Like I was also like that. Like always damn paiseh. Like I feel like I'm a burden to my team because everyone has to like take over stuff or whatever, right? But I realized that I think because there is a limit, there's a cap of how many leaves I should take. I'm entitled to that. I might as well use it before it runs out.
I also just came to this. I mean, not that I have lah. Like I intend to. Yeah, but I intend to take random off days also.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think we keep saving up. We have this save for a rainy day attitude, right? Then we can try and blow it on a holiday. Last time I went to Tulan, right, when you try and save your leave, right, for holiday, then you blow it on a holiday, and the holiday was damn tiring.
Yeah.
And then you try and
Then you need that leave for the holiday.
you max out your entire holiday leave on that holiday, then you come back exhausted. Then you're like, what sian? Then I lost money, I lost time. I'm going back to work more tired. What the happened?
Yeah. What kind of holiday you go? Climb mountain.
Oh, in
Anywhere.
Tagatai.
Tagatai.
Okay.
Wow, tired, sia, that one. Really just tired and so dusty. I come back, I feel dirty. Like, it's first time, you shower, I usually just soap body, right? Wow, this one my toe, I will freaking clean on it, cause really dusty.
I see somebody clean for you lah.
No, pet. No lah. I would love a 4-day work week. I feel like if the government institutionalize it, I'll be on board.
Yeah.
Because we can manage people's expectations.
Right. I wonder if, like, based on what you mentioned just now about how people like cram 5 days of work and then they only have that 2 days to like relax and then refresh themselves, right? What if like Wednesday becomes Saturday? So it kind of is like a 3-day work, 1 day break, 3-day work, 1 day break kind of thing. Then wouldn't that solve everything?
It's like a fireman.
Oh, fireman has 3-day work, 1 day break.
They work 24 hours and then they break for 2 days.
I think not sure. Like I had that before. It's like shift work. Then you don't feel like that day can fully.
You feel like your rest day is really for you to stay at home and rest.
Yeah.
The weekends
Which
feel
is what
shorter.
it was supposed to be, no meh?
No lah, that means
but
your
you
whole
cannot
life is
embark
about
on
work.
anything more that costs more than a day. Imagine you staycation. Then next day you need to go office in the morning. Like sian ma. You want to like, hello, can I late check out? Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Like night project, you want to play one overnight thing, you can never ever do that.
Yeah.
Right.
And also like, no, I wanted to bring up like, I was talking to this friend of mine recently, right? Then she was sharing how she was weighing 2 jobs. So one job, I think the pay is going to be better lah, like much better. Then the other job, pay also very good, but right, the benefits are like insane.
Right.
So adding her total leave and like if you want to count MC or whatever and public holidays and whatnot, right? It added up to 3 months worth of.
Wow.
Wait, that's one entire quarter.
But that's if she uses all the benefits lah.
Yeah lah. But just think about it, right? Then even just recalculating the pay, right? It will probably be the same, if not maybe more. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then I think in that situation you can kind of see what you want more. Do you care more about money and then just like whatever I will, or you want to have a bit more balance?
Yeah.
They choose the company with like better like leave benefits and whatnot.
I think this ties back to our previous conversation though on like the passion versus money kind of thing. It's like what game you're trying to play at that point. Like you want that money, that stability, or you want the freedom. I cannot imagine like if say we really reach the point where more and more things are automated until we really don't have to work anymore, right? Like I imagine we'll reach a point like that. Like what will I do with my life?
Yeah, but can you imagine that time whereby many of us are already displaced already?
Yeah.
Right? But because of the world signed a treaty and we'll never go to war, right? So we start dissolving the armies and the navies. Then those people join the workforce and then we realize we only need 4-day work week because there's just so many of us working now. And then we automate this, automate that. Until some point, like some country will come out and say, we are at 100% unemployment. And then everybody will clap. Can you imagine that life?
Dude, I thought of this world before already. And right, I have an idea, right, of what will happen then.
Okay, say.
Right? No, it's almost along the line of like the Maslow's hierarchy shit, right?
Yeah.
But in my head, what I envision is that, right, we will build a simulated reality
that we
will plug into already.
Yeah.
Because we don't need these bodies already, and these are limiting us already in terms of location and whatnot, right? Then we will go into this simulated reality, and there, right, we will do whatever the we can create whatever we want.
That's heaven.
You can be
It's like Ready Player One.
Sure.
exactly like Ready Player One. You can be anything already. Then that's where ideas, creativity, and we explore the highest level of things already, right?
No, we'll start exploring like murders because it's just a
Yeah,
simulation.
We don't say out his desire.
But then, but then there is what anything you can do, and there's no it doesn't harm anybody.
Until you come back to the real world, then you're disillusioned.
But you will never really need to.
Wow, this is a Black
You
Mirror
know what I mean?
episode.
You just be plugged into a tube. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is settled.
It makes sense, right, that humans should be governed by artificial intelligence.
Governed.
Governed. Because right now we have more than enough resources for our growing population, even our population in the future. Going to work, right?
Yeah.
is causing more and more unnecessary shit, like that carbon that we produce traveling to work to save the planet.
Yep.
You know, like going to this place to save the people.
AIs wouldn't govern us because we are so inefficient, they would just get rid of us.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Terminators.
Unless they need us to like still function. No, but I wanted to say that it's very strange because 100 years ago, I tried to search for it, but I can't find it. There was a philosopher or like futurist 100 years ago that said that we'll be so automated, right, that humans will be bored not having enough things to do.
Yeah,
and he was so
wrong
wrong because we are now more stressed and worked and burnt out than ever.
Yeah.
Wrong. How did we go from 4-day work week to we are never going to work again?
That's called a slippery slope argument.
To be fair, I don't know who is it that told me, right? But I remember my first day of work, my proper first day of work, right? Someone told me don't be the first one to go home.
I agree. Don't be the first one to go home.
Yeah. Or I think it was like don't go home before your boss. I think was the advice. But I also don't know why. I think it's the perception that you're not a lazy worker.
But once again, we are looking at it quite simplistically. But there are many, many attributes. If let's say there's a new person that come in, whoever or not, maybe their tasks are simple by virtue of they are incompetent. Like it's not a task that I will hand off to that person because that person is not that good yet. Right? So I spend a lot of time training that person. I spend a lot of time correcting the person. Whenever the person is done, the person is sending it to me for me to edit, and I spend a lot of time editing. I'm not just like doing 2 tweaks. So for me, when I do that for you, right, and then requires me to finish my work at 8 o'clock because I spent a lot of time doing this for you, and then at 6 o'clock you stand up and leave, I can see why people will feel
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. No, but I think it's like you don't have to be staying all the way even though you have nothing to do. For example, like if I'm working on a video and editor is staying until 8, I will stay with that editor even though I got nothing else to do. Like it's just part of that courtesy. So I think if someone else is doing work for you, like you are fixing someone's deck and they leave, then that's their own like etiquette, lack of etiquette. I don't think it's
So can leave, right? But I always tell the new people, ask your team whether you need help.
Yeah.
That's the pro tip if you're thinking whether you want to leave or not. So if you want to leave at 6 o'clock, by 6 o'clock say you're done, ask whether anybody needs help. If not, you're going to make a move, then make a move. Or start telling your colleagues earlier at 5 o'clock, say, later at 6:30, I got.
Later I gotta go for my
No, don't say you gotta go. Just tell them you got something on that you're quite nervous for. For example, I'm meeting my boyfriend's parents.
Yeah. No, but I must say that. So there was one time, right? Like, because so work starts here at 9 and it ends at 6 lah. And I remember that I needed to
It starts
leave.
at 10
Okay, I'm always late lah. I'm always late.
Starts at 9.
But anyway, there was one time that I needed to leave the office at like 5 or something. I remember, and I said, "Hey, John, I'm gonna come here at 8," and I really came at 8. And even though I remembered fulfilling my hours more than usual because I actually came at 8.
This guy.
I left at 5 and I felt guilty about it. I felt damn sad, and then everyone was like looking, "Hey, wow, you're leaving so early."
Here
I mean, like no one said that lah. Their eyes were saying it lah.
Here lah.
Yeah,
Or just you were interpreting that.
I was interpreting that
So here got OT voucher lah.
No, but it's just cause I had to leave early. I was not like leaving at 6. I didn't leave at 6 is fine.
Yeah.
But just cause I leave at 5, but my own conscience is clear. But I came super early than compared to anyone.
I mean, it's not that clear lah.
No. So that's the thing. So then I was contemplating myself, how can I subtly without flexing on the group chat, you know?
Yeah.
So then I'll be like at 8 a.m. maybe should I text like
Good morning, guys.
Yeah, you know, good morning guys, here in the office early or whatever. Or like, hey, can someone help me open the gate? Even though you know, like how do I show that flex, right? And I'm like, wow, in the end like, I didn't text anything. I was just like
Then you get your friend to reply, "Hey, you so early today," and then
yeah, no, so I just I remembered what I ended up doing was that when I left at 5 and everyone like one person looked at me, then I was talking to that person but I said it very loudly. I think it was like Jared or something. I said, "Oh, I came at 8." or something like that, but so everyone could hear and then I just left.
Yeah.
I think like back in my previous company also, like there was something that I saw a lot of, and I'm also guilty of it as well, which now when I look back is like it's a very toxic behavior, and it's this OT culture,
Like glorifying OT.
Yeah, glorifying OT, like posting about it, sharing people, like even just like you know, I work damn hard, yeah. I stay until like 12 a.m. for my company. Next
Hustle
day,
porn.
Yeah.
exactly.
Work until you die.
Yeah.
Which is a very
wait, do people post like as a flex, like, "Hi everybody, look at me, it's 12 a.m. and I'm still working"?
I used to say like
It's a subtle flex lah. You sound like you're complaining, but actually you're flexing.
So in my old company, right, what people do is that if like, you stayed until 12 a.m. doing a day or 2 a.m., right, just say I'm coming in at 11 a.m. the next day. But I would take a lot of pride to say, "Hey guys, I'm leaving the office now. My time stamp is 2 a.m. I'm coming in at 11. tomorrow. And then I'll be like, yes, people know I work late.
And I feel like this whole problem, right, is like
I received that text before.
is it?
Go into the chat group.
But there are two key motivations to that, which involve the both of you. If we use that example, right? It's either you have very bad time management on your own, or you have a bad manager.
As in
Correct?
that he have to stay so late to finish his work lah.
Yeah. So it's poor management. So it's like if you are somebody who experiences this or does this, right, then you need to look at these two areas and see what is causing you to OT like a dog.
Last time we OT like a dog, but to be honest, in the daytime we were super unproductive.
No, really. It's like we only start
Super.
working at 5 p.m. Like that was our most productive time. Or like I think it was the company culture because it was not weird for everyone to start saying, hey, you want to buy dinner? Buy dinner. We all go buy dinner. We come back at 9 p.m. and we start working.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That was like
even
the
though it
culture.
feels like, wow, we all work until 2, right?
No, but what
We
were y'all
had
doing
dinner
in
from
a day?
6 to 9, you know?
Yeah.
Then the day, the meetings are very disjointed because the company is slightly unfocused, right? Or rather, not
At that
unfocused,
time lah.
very ambitious.
Yeah.
Not unfocused, very ambitious. Yeah, then you just keep showing up, but actually you don't really do much work, man. Only at 6 o'clock, then you realize something is due tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you will say, okay, I need to go and do. Then some guy from another business division will say, dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, there is snowballs.
Then we feel like, damn hustle, damn sleepy already. Then we work until like 10:30. Then we feel like, I work until 9 to 10:30, 13 hours already leh. I'm gonna go home. But you work 3 hours only.
But what if you're really just like somebody that can be productive at night? Will you be able to facilitate for something like that? You know what I mean?
I think it depends on the type of work that you do lah.
Yeah.
If it's very task-based and like you can deliver it the next day, it's just a finished product base rather than having to communicate with anyone. Yeah, that's usually fine.
I wonder whether Singapore actually has that strong of a OT culture versus like say Japan. It's like if your boss don't leave, you don't leave, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think in Singapore, there's still many companies that boss don't leave, you don't leave.
You look at everyone's first day at work, they always stay until 7 just waiting, making sure that they are the last ones to leave.
All the new
Yeah.
turn already like you see there with their laptop and their bag.
They have doing nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with it.
So in the morning, we actually tell them one is in our kid. They have to tell them 6 o'clock, we got nothing much, go home. Like we tell them in the morning first, but they will still wait to 6:20, 6:30.
No, but I feel like I'm curious whether how much of the work from home culture will continue beyond this. Like I wonder whether like once we work from home is no longer the default, right? Will everybody move back to office? Like is that the plan?
I remember some company already announced that
Twitter, I think, full work from home.
Like, full,
you
right?
don't have to come back after this whole thing.
From my friends in the MNCs, what they're doing is that quite a lot of them are actually ending their lease on a lot of buildings. And what they're doing is that they are renting from like WeWork or like just co-working spaces if you need to come into the office. And then they will like, instead of having 5 floors, they will just keep like 1 or 2 floors for hot desking.
Right.
So then you come in like 2 days a week. And then you schedule it, yeah. So it actually saves the company a lot of rent actually.
Actually, I think there's something that they mentioned in the Iceland article, so that they save electricity bill, they like save a lot of money from 4-day work week.
Would you all want?
A 4-day work week?
No, a forever work from home situation.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about this.
I'm also on the fence about it.
I think we have a fixed place where we can meet for meetings,
Yeah.
but then like not completely like virtual. But
Because something's gotta give, you know, the company gotta earn something from this.
Yep.
Yeah. So what the company can earn is to drop rent.
yeah, you get to rent a smaller space, maybe just 2 meeting rooms.
Don't want to rent space.
Just this year.
Come my house, I haven't talked to me. Come my house. I go your house.
And then just rent a studio, like you don't need to pay rent every.
Yeah.
And then when nobody's shooting, then you rent out the studio.
No, don't own the studio.
Yeah, just rent
Don't
everything.
even buy camera.
Just rent.
I feel like for me, it works a lot better when I'm like scripting or I'm doing very specific, like I need to focus stuff. Working from home is a lot better.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in the office, I'm a lot more distracted. But then when we are like bouncing ideas and all that kind of stuff, clearly meeting in person is better.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
on
can a
the
phone
fence.
call solve that?
Phone call different though, I feel like it just doesn't match the
same-
in person, yeah.
Yeah. I was researching on this also. Like there are these Zoom calls, right, that you can join, and it's just a bunch of people working with the camera on. And then
Right.
it kind of keeps you in check, and then also lets you like.
There's the whole YouTube study with me thing, right?
Oh, is it? No, but the study with me is you are just watching somebody do work and then you just do.
Yeah.
But this one is you are in this group chat. Everybody is like there to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then would it not be the same if the company just 9 a.m. start a video chat and then
I mean,
the
yeah,
whole
it
day-
would be the same.
No, but then everybody will complain. Say why my boss don't trust me.
Micromanaging.
But then right, if you don't do it, people won't go and find a live stream to join.
Talk!
Time!
So the next challenge is called 3 times speed challenge. Do you guys know?
No.
Explain. You have to do everything slow-mo, right? and then like it must look normal in.
Got it. Okay.
Are we talking or are we doing stuff?
Then we have to do something.
It's got to go 3 times. You got to film 3 times slower than normal.
Don't like that.
Don't like that. Bless you. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the conversation that we just had. And if you do remember to drop us a sub. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. And thanks for the cookies.
Yeah.
And
Yeet.
other stuff.
Yeet.